Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. How are y'all all doing today? I hope y'all are having an amazing Tuesday. I know I am. These damn kids are back at school. Hallelujah. Praise on it, child. Listen. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video. I need some lotion. Like this video, like it now because you know you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi or Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. Don't forget you can also go to my website, jovibeauty.com. That's lotion. Hold up. And it's empty. Ooh. You can also go to my website, jovibeauty.com, to get you one of our dope ass scarves. I'm wearing one today. Sweaters and our other pieces of merch. Last but definitely not least, don't forget you can always do what? Donate to the channel. All donations are thoroughly appreciated. Y'all know I don't like being ashy. That ain't gonna work for me. So how are y'all doing today? Okay, I know y'all are happy. I know the parents are happy. These kids are back at school. Okay, my Lord. So we have a few things to get into today. Okay, just a few things to get into today. It's just so much. Good morning to the people who are not on the East Coast. Good afternoon to us on the East Coast. Listen, there's a lot going on. And I wanted to touch on a couple things. I'll probably make some shorter videos today to talk about the rest of them because there's a lot of stuff that's been happening over the weekend. But I want to talk a little bit about, you know what? I might not even talk about Selma Hayek. I might separate her. Okay, I might separate her. But I did want to talk about Nicki Minaj and what dropped, I think this morning, because I didn't see it yesterday. And what Cardi B said about her situation last week and how now the stylist done did it, child. We're going to get into that. But I want to start off with what's been happening in New York City, okay? And what's been happening across the country. It has been wild bananas all over the place. Portland, Chicago, this Gestapo is like just trying to snatch everybody. We are living in the 1930s right now in some parts of America. Shout out to New York City right now. We are safe, okay? God knows when it's going to come here, but it will probably come when in about 2 weeks when we as New Yorkers elect Zoran, okay? Because he's going to win. I saw this, I guess, rally. I was watching it yesterday. I didn't know about it. I did get the email because y'all know I be all up in New York City politics. Okay, I get all the emails. So I did get the email, but I did not get to go. There was this big rally yesterday. I believe it was at the Apollo Theater. Okay. First, Letitia James was up, and I never heard Letitia James speak. Or if I've heard her speak, I have not heard her accent like this. Okay, you know how we could turn it on and turn it off. I say this a lot about Jeffries, right? I talk a lot about Jeffries and how he needs to turn that Obama accent off and turn back on his Brooklyn. Child, yesterday, Letitia James turned on her New York City accent, and I was here for it. She was up there, she was speaking, she was dragging Orangina to hell and back. Okay, she was dragging him, and I love that for her. She don't give a about nothing, and I love that for her. Okay, then Zoran came on. He was also dragging Orangina, speaking about what was happening in other cities, other states, speaking about, the naysayers of it all. And I just want to say we need more Zoran-esque mayors all over this country. We need more governors who are going to stand on business, because you just cannot sit around and act like this shit is like this shit is okay. I did see this morning that the Gestapo they pepper sprayed like 27 police officers, okay, in Chicago. They sprayed like 27 police officers. I saw this other one, this big black dude, baby, who was standing on some teenage, who was kneeling on like George Floyd, who was kneeling on a teenage girl's back. She ended up being a citizen. He could have cracked all her ribs and took her up out of here. When I say, and the thought is, and I'm just gonna say this because whatever, y'all know I don't care. Please donate to the channel just in case, you know. But when I say the way they gonna hunt y'all down, ain't no mask gonna save you. Ain't no legislation, ain't no law you think you gonna try to put in place now, okay, is gonna save you from the ramifications. They gonna be running y'all down, okay? The way they ran down remember back when, I know when I was growing up, most of them are dead now, but when I was growing up, they were still looking for the Gestapo. They were still snatching up old men in with walkers, okay? They were still snatching up old men who thought they escaped the ramifications of the shit that they did. You will always be accountable for the shit that you do, okay? A lot of people, you know, especially a lot of these white nationalists, they think that they just have to pray on it and it's a done deal. That's not how that works. Okay? That's not how that works. You will be held accountable. Okay? All right? You will be held accountable. We will have it here. I heard they're knocking on doors, y'all. They're going door to door, y'all. Like this shit is Germany, y'all. I ain't in Chicago, but when I tell you it's not going to end the way you think it's going to end, and you will be held account for it, believe me. Okay? All right. Don't mind me. I'm drinking a Nutriment. Margot says YouTube hates giving me click the bell off and then click it back on to all. Okay, that's what you do. That's what you do. Okay? And don't forget to like the video. Yes, and thank you. Appreciate it. Do not forget to like the video. Okay, listen. So that's that. I don't want to spend too much time on them because it is what it is. We know what we know. And God gonna bun you. All right, okay. Now let's move on to Nicki Minaj. We 8 minutes in. You see what I didn't do this on purpose. I am not a part of the Beehive, but I did buy the shirt with the album and all of that stuff when it was out. Okay, I did. I literally just grabbed a t-shirt from the drawer and I thought the irony of it all is hysterical. So I put it on and I left it on, okay? So we all know that last week, because it's just so much. In the last 7 to 10 business days, let's say, Cardi B came out with her last album, yada, yada, yada. Her and Nicki was going back and forth. Nicki was throwing shots at the babies, calling them ugly, all of this shit. Cardi went bow, you know, and she kept saying, she was tearing her ass up. She was like, yeah, that's why your husband's stealing from you. He keep you drugged up. You need somebody around you that love you. She accused Nicki's dad of, you know, doing what her brother did. Allegedly, no, he got convicted. Doing what her brother did to his stepdaughter. Cardi B accused Nicki's father of doing that to her, which honestly to me makes 1000% sense on why you would marry a Kevin Petty, a Kenneth Petty. Okay, makes so much sense to me now. Cardi B also said that Kenny be keeping Nicki up so he could be able to go take her things, get money, empty out, max out them credit cards, get some dough, give some dough to his people, all this shit. And she's to realize it, right? And that she's so busy, she is a Nicki, arguing with Cardi online, and it was literally her child's 5th birthday, which I found that fucking crazy. I found that delusion. I found that part, that it was that part that did it for me. Cause like, even if you got smoke for me, even if I got smoke for you, I ain't got smoke for you today, bitch. I'm busy with my kid. Y'all see how I am. The weekends when she's here, when we don't got sports. Yesterday, I hardly got time to be online, let alone arguing with a bitch online. Okay. And she's a teenager. Okay. She's a teenager. So to have a 5-year-old, I don't care if you got nannies or whatever, it's their birthday. I ain't got the energy to be arguing with Cardi B or anybody else. That's just my opinion. It's bringing bad energy, number one, and it's your kid's birthday. I don't understand how that's kind of, it gives psychotic. It gives psychotic if you can just go from raging on your phone to, hey, how you doing? It's great. Everything is amazing. It kind of gives crazy. So that happened. And after that happened, Nicki Minaj got real quiet. She did apologize to, for what she said to about culture and Cardi's kids. She apologized, whatever. She said she didn't mean to speak about people's kids. People was dragging her because she said previously, like, she would never go so low as to speak on people's kids, when she actually started that whole situation when children got involved in grown-up mess, right? All right, cool. Child, why Nicki Minaj today? Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. You gotta pull it up. I gotta pull it up. Okay. Where are we? Oh, here we go. So now Nicki Minaj is out here blaming her stylist, or saying, let me say, she's accusing her stylist and other people. Hold on. Okay. She's accusing her stylist and other people, we'll get into it because I didn't really want to get too much into it before we got on here, of stealing her American, stealing her American Express information and charging it. She's also accusing people. We'll get into who's the people. Of putting a tracking device on her phone, I guess to see where she is, what she's doing, whatever. Now, last week, Cardi B said, your husband did it. And this week, you're saying a stylist was able to break into your phone. Find out your Amex numbers. Okay, number one. Okay, all right, cool. And other people. It was numerous of them reporting her. Okay, cool. And put a tracking device. Who the fuck would put a tracking device on your phone besides your man? That's the first thing that came to my mind. If people gonna steal your Amex situation and start charging shit, okay, fine, that's one thing. But who the fuck is putting any sort of tracking device on your phone to find out who you're talking to, all this shit, but your man? Can somebody answer that for me? Because I don't know. I don't know who. Who put a tracking? Let me tell you, my homegirl ain't gonna put a tracking device on my phone. Somebody who ain't gonna put a tracking device on my phone. The only person who gonna track your ass is your man or your woman, right? My mama ain't gonna put a tracking device on my phone. Like, how that makes sense? A secret tracking device, cut it out. So, but let's go into this, okay? It says, hold on, let me enlarge it. Okay. It says, what she said, Nicki Minaj is just now finding out about her Amex. But hey, Cardi been clocked that T. 3 different people. She said 3 different people in a span of 2 months was charging my Amex without permission. Some couldn't even explain how they had the brand new card number. How they get the brand new card number? Now let's go back to what Cardi had said on the first. I did say 7 to 10 business days. Okay, I was right. All right, listen. Cardi said, quiet as it kept. The truth is you being diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar for almost 5 years, and you also are on heavy drugs. Okay, the Percolakas and Xanny. Okay, you don't listen to nobody around you. The only person that have the power is Kenneth Petty. But you know what happens with that Amex when you sedated. Ooh, damn. She also said that. Dear Onika Tanya Mirage, okay, this is my last time responding to you because this past Twitter now, I gotta see you. Okay, yeah. Cardi B said on site, and I believe it. Cardi B is going on site. Okay, but let's continue. I gotta see you, but first I'm gonna tell you the truth. Let me say, all right. Listen. Why I'm laughing is as a New Yorker, I can hear this bitch saying this shit. When listen, I can hear this. I hear the accent, everything. I hear it. I see the gestures, okay? When a bitch say from New York, say it's on site. But let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you what's up. Bitch, she about to tell you every bit of factuality in the world. She ain't gonna sugarcoat. She gonna say some shit that's gonna make you hold your head and bawl. She gonna make you cry. And the fact that both of them is from New York is getting me. Okay, it's been getting me. All right, and I've been trying to give y'all a New York City breakdown of this foolishness. And okay, matter of fact, y'all don't need it that big. Let me. Oops. All right. It said it's my last time responding to you because this past Twitter, I gotta see you bitches on site. Okay, I'm dissecting it for you. But first, I'm gonna tell you the truth. But let me tell you this. And when I say let me tell you this, bitch, everything I say is 1000% factual. Because I'm gonna tear that ass down. We don't have that nice country. You know how y'all do down south? That nice nasty shit. We don't do nice nasty. We just nasty. We don't do that bullshit, fake ass shit. We just gonna tell you straight up and down to your face, bow. There's no fucking around. There's no cutting. There's no not wanting to make it sound. We don't give a fuck about nothing. We just gonna tell you what's up because it's on site. It's on site, okay? All right. She said out your own mouth that the little girl, if you haven't forgiven your mother yet, and that she did. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. And that's because your moms used to say Stylist when your dad used to you every time he did that pipe. I know you experienced a lot of trauma and abuse, but drugs is not going to help you. Jesus. You need to go to therapy now. She yelled it. I'm going to let you know this today. I'm going to let you know. Because if nobody gonna tell you, bitch, your enemy gonna tell you who. Okay? She said your husband is not stopping you from your actions because he lets you do drugs all day to numb you so he can max out your credit cards. Yeah, you think I don't know? Them Queens niggas that you be letting in your house every time you kick them out be coming and spilling your tea in the hood. But I'm gonna be the realest person. That's what she said. Them Queens niggas. So you know Cardi blood, the husband blood, all them niggas is blood. If you don't know, these niggas gossip like bitches, okay? And she was like, them niggas come right back, tell all your business. Your husband be maxing out your shit. You want to know? Now she talking about she don't know how they got the new card numbers because your husband gave it to them. Your husband probably set their asses up to take the fall. And you just gonna go with it. So wait, hold on. We ain't done. Nicki talking. Let's see what she say. Nicki said, what she said. Somebody said, why this era feels like it's going to be the last era. She said, child, we got another 10 eras to go. But you're going to be like 60 doing this? Please don't be like 60 doing this. Waiting so fast, I might have to start writing for others. And no, I don't want your suggestion. Have a gag city. What? Enough time has passed. The ladies. Okay. Give these people an opportunity. Somebody said it's so sad. They can give these people an opportunity for them to turn around and do her dirty. Like how low down can you be? How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? Now I'm gonna go put it on thing until I find. I'm gonna go to Nicki's page and find the whole rest of the thread. How much you owe? Nicki Minaj returned to Instagram to complain about her Amex being charged without her permission. She said 3 different people in a span of 2 months charging my Amex without permission. Some couldn't even explain how they had the brand new card number. A couple of them have been doing it for years. Filed the first report a couple weeks ago. They're all going to jail. Let me say this. If any of them employees were female, Kenneth gave them the number. I said what I said. If any of the employees were females, they effing your man, because he a low down dirty dick. He a low down dirty nigga from Queens. Okay, let's stop pretending. I know these New York niggas. I know them. Them gang affiliated at 40, whatever. He's damn near 50. At fucking 50. Gang affiliated at fucking 50, they put there in anything. My opinion, all of this shit is alleged. While she's coked out in whatever glam room, allegedly, because I don't know if she do coke, but it looks like maybe she does. While she's coked out in the glam room, he's beating their backs out upstairs. And he's giving them all this shit. He is giving everybody all your shit. Because one thing we know about 50-year-old gang members, they don't value shit. I'm going to just keep it a buck. They don't value shit. He's going to ride it till the wheels fall off because he know it's going to fall off. Because he know he ain't shit. Because guess what? He's a 50-year-old thug. He know he ain't shit. He gonna use you for everything he can before you figure it the fuck out. She wanted a thug at fucking a 50-year-old thug so bad to save her so he could be more thug than Cardi B. Then the reality of 50-year-old thugs that spent most of their lives in and out of fucking jail is that they ain't got shit to live for. They're not emotionally equipped, an adult, none of that. He's 50 years old and probably has the mentality of a 23-year-old at best. At fucking best. 50-year-old gang member, 40-year-old gang member, all of this shit. Okay? Okay? I'm just keeping it up. I used to be in a gang. But when I was like a teenager, not 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, but I see them. I recognize them. I see them. 40 and 50-year-old gang members will destroy your life from the inside out. She wanted a thug, and he's hardly that. But he is a mentally immature, because again, you don't emotionally grow up while you're in jail. If you've ever known anybody who's been in jail for a substantial amount of time, that motherfucker could come out at 60 years old. He still acts mentally, he still acts the age he was when he went in. Especially if you went in when you are a fucking teenager. Okay, and we all know that Petty was in there when he was a fucking teenager. There is no emotional growth at all. That's why he thought it made sense. He thought it was thug. He thought it was hood. He thought it was mature. He thought it was on par to be in the middle of Manhattan with two other idiots talking about they gonna jump Offset coming out a studio building in the middle of fucking Manhattan. That's not 40-year-old, 50-year-old common sense shit. That's I'm 19 and I'm stupid. That's not grown up shit. That's I'm 19 and I don't really understand the ramifications of my fucking actions. That's how he ended up on house arrest now. That's how we ended up house arrest right now. But you gonna tell me, don't tell me, you can't tell me. You can't tell me. I know too much of these New York City niggas out here. Most of them have grown up and don't do that stupid shit no more. Okay? They out there working jobs and doing things and raising families. I'm not blaming nobody for whatever you did when you was 19. You're gang affiliated. Some shit I could get over. Doing things to girls and children, I will never let go. Because that's just a character flaw. That's some other shit. But to be gang related, still, at 40, 50, 30 years, even 30 years old, tells me in New York, walking around the streets, that something wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. Dumb motherfuckers ain't never gonna be they never matured. That's why they're doing that at fucking 40 or 50 years old. That's all they got. That's all they have. They don't understand that you're an adult now, you're married now, maybe not cheat on your wife. They don't understand that. Anything that you would think would be a given because they're 40 and 50 is not a fucking given, because you have to remember that they are mentally 21, 22. Even some of them bitches are still 19 years old with gray hair and all. And in their mind, they swear to God, that their mentality is grown man shit. They swear to God. I swear to you, they swear to God. I swear you can't even talk to them. I swear to you. Rationalize the stupidity. I'm telling you. If one of them if it's a girl, he was boinking them and he gave them the information so they could buy shit. He's boinking them and gave them the information so they can buy shit. And he was too stupid to think that she would ever check her fucking. He probably doesn't even really fucking realize that she can go back and check her, because again, no growth, no understanding of adultness, right? He probably didn't even understand that Nicki could go back and check the purchase histories. He probably thought, I swear to you, he probably thought that the fucking, even the statement didn't have the purchases, didn't have what was purchased on it. It's just a total. How would he know? I swear to you. And now she's out here blaming Stylist, who, and she want to press charges. We gonna see how this go. Because if any of them are female, I bet money. I bet money that they gonna say Kenneth gave it to him. I bet money that she wrapped this shit up real fast. If we don't wrap it up real fast, we won't hear about nobody going to jail. We won't hear about nothing. Charges gonna be dropped. Charges going to be dropped when the reality and the truth come out. Because he lying now. Because again, emotionally immature. It's not clicking. That it's all going to come out. It's not clicking. And even if it click, he gonna let this shit go all the fucking way. All the fucking way. Until she finally comes to the realization, or they finally find out, or the girls finally say, and he's still gonna be like, no, not me. It wasn't me. I didn't do that. I didn't give him your stuff. Until the girl, bitch is gonna have proof, all of this shit. Watch. And then she gonna slowly wrap this shit up to keep it quiet. Because she says she hates her mother so much, but she's given her mother. And she's not going to do anything about it. She's going to blame everybody else for her delinquent ass husband. Okay? Everybody else for her delinquent ass husband. Oh, and y'all heard that Tia Kemp got dragged into it by the Barbs. And even Nicki know better, even though she out half the time to be fucking with Tia Kemp. Okay? Like, this shit is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And for her to even say she has 10 more errors, I want to know if she's going to be in bodysuits, jumping around on stage at 70. If that's the goal. You kind of supposed to chill. Rihanna ain't fucking make a record in I don't know how long. I don't see Beyonce jumping around in leotards and bodysuits at 50. Not to say that at 50 you can't wear a bodysuit, because bitch, I'm gonna be wearing a bodysuit at 50. Okay, I'm just saying. But I don't see that. Why? Because you emotionally grow. I see Beyonce in gowns and shit. You know? That's probably why she's trying to go in the country and shit, because you ain't got to do all that gyrating in country and shit. She could just wear some fabulous fucking gown on stage and sit. And sit. When you in country, you don't do all of that. You just sit with a guitar, maybe. But you just stand there in a fucking elaborate gown. Or just sit. Like your name is Dolly Parton or some shit. You ever seen Reba McEntire hopping around the fucking stage? No. That's why Beyonce, in my opinion, is moving into calm and mellow and calm. And even though I was talking about there's still gonna be 10 more errors, girl, bye. I can't. Okay, I just can't. It's crazy. I know Kenneth did it. Everything in me know Kenneth did it. I don't know why she don't know Kenneth did it. Because she want to be in denial. That's why. I was gonna say I don't know why, but like, cause she want to be in denial. Like I said, she's a Queens girl. She don't want to be realistic about what the fuck is going on, and that she married a 50-year-old thug, or damn near 50-year-old thug. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon to those on the East Coast. How are you? How are you? Let's go through the comments. She said, I'm in the clouds listening, but hey, everybody. Hey, Lala, how are you? Looking for this stuff or pulling people out the nursing home. What? She said, looking for this stuff or pulling people out the nursing homes, art classes. I remember. Yes. They were snatching up and they think they could because they wear masks. No, bitch. All of y'all done. All of them done. All of them. And the big black guy, I said, brother, they gonna feed you first. You can't even hide. You can't even hide. When it go down, it go down. It gonna go down. She said, nobody care about her. I'm sick of hearing the B name. Me too, but it's here. And I was like, ooh. I talked about Zohan in the beginning. You came late. Look at that. You late. I opened with Zohan. Okay, I'll repeat. They had a big ass rally here in New York. I believe it was at the Apollo. I didn't go because I got the email because, you know, I be all up in the news. I be all up in the elections news. I want all the business. I got the email, but I didn't go. So I think it was at the Apollo. It was mad fucking people there. Letitia James was there. Letitia James? Is it James? Yeah. I've been voting for her forever too, child. Letitia was there. Her whole Brooklyn accent came out. Her whole New York City accent. It was crazy. So, you know, I try to really keep mine down. Okay, maybe y'all might hear it. Sometimes people tell me I sound like I'm from the South. I try to tape my Brooklyn accent, but when I tell you, baby, she was like, I don't know. I was like, oh yeah. She was dragging Orangina. She was dragging all of them. They playing games. They playing with our homes. They F them. She might have said F the actual F word in the thing. F them. She don't give a fuck. Again, it was in the Apollo. What you want? What you want? Like I said, when they go low, we go to hell. When they playing games, we bring out the Brooklyn. Okay, like I said about Hakeem Jeffries, that's his name. Okay, I need him to bring out like he bumped up a little bit in that man's face the other week. Okay, I need him to do that shit more. I need him to turn off his. I need him to turn off the code switch. Turn all the way back up Brooklyn, and don't turn that shit off until that hoe get out of office. Okay, all right. I'm just saying. Zohan came up. It was great. The whole place exploded. He trashed Cuomo, boy. It was so good. I was like, oh, and y'all know I used to like Cuomo, but the reality of who Cuomo is, we can't, like I said, we of course we have some MAGA here. Of course. We got MAGA everywhere. But like the way I see it, we too rational. As New Yorkers, we're too rational. We're too direct for fucking foolishness. We've been told y'all that Orangina was trash all them years ago. Okay, we know. All right, we know. So Zoran trashed his ass. Apparently we have had. I have not. I did not campaign for Zohan. I'm gonna say that I didn't campaign for him. But apparently there has been more people campaigning for him in the last couple of months than for anybody ever in New York. Okay, so that's a big fucking deal. He's like, they don't like it. Oh well. Again, it's the rich people here, and it's a lot of them, but it's way more of us. And I'm gonna see how this shit turn out. We'll wait to the elections. But the way I see it is that, and I mean everybody, people in the black neighborhoods, white neighborhoods, the fucking the Russians over there, the Indians over here, the Asians over there, like the Jews, everybody is sick and fucking tired of the shit. Okay, they were talking about the rent prices, the food, transportation, really. And can I keep it a buck? Because I was even thinking about what he was talking about it yesterday. I watched it yesterday. It happened yesterday, but I watched it on the thing. Like, public transportation is listen, we in New York. Let's stop pretending. Okay, I don't know why people are like, oh my God, people get on the buses and don't pay. The train is $2.90 a fucking ride. Okay? People get on, white people, and you would think, black people, no, white people, the Asian people, everybody. Let that gate be open, everybody going through. Every fucking body is going through on the trains. They tried to put up shit that people can't hop the train. Guess what? They doing it anyway. Guess what? You don't even have to do too much. As soon as you go in the train station, if somebody is lingering on the shit, they come and open a fucking door. $2.90 a fucking ride. A fucking ride. The bus, people, we don't even, and you know what's the gag? The bus drivers don't give a fuck. Because they know this shit is diabolical. Before the bus driver, back in the day, when it was semi-reasonable, the bus driver be like, we ain't even moving. The bus ain't moving until y'all come up and pay y'all fare. The bus drivers don't give a shit because they know. They know this shit is out of pocket. The bus open, the front door, the back door, motherfucker. Some people, if you got a thing, you just like, okay, some people. But 60% of the people do not pay for their fucking public transportation because they cannot afford it. You just cannot afford it. Let's keep it up. You can't afford it. So him saying they're going to make public transportation free is not too off of what the fuck is happening now. And it be the people. It be the people who can mostly afford it. Because again, I be seeing when I go on, I be paying attention. When I go on, it be the people who they probably make over $100,000 a year, not paying the fucking to it, not paying the fucking train fares, just walking in. White motherfuckers in suits, bitches in sundresses, little blonde hairs, not paying. But it's the poorer people who be the one who's that little 30, 35% who's fucking paying. Let that shit be free. This is New York City. Let's stop fucking playing these games. Let's stop playing these games. They are already charging to drive into the city. How are people supposed to get anywhere? But you wondering why all the stores are closing. Gentrification has gentrified too goddamn much. Whole downtown Brooklyn, shit, even half of Manhattan, people don't go down outside to go shop there no more. The rents, even for the fucking retailer, how the hell is Macy's in Brooklyn closed? That shit been here for like a good 60 years. Because they can't afford the rents? Why are we acting like these buildings aren't just owned by a couple conglomerates? Because the single owner buildings, I used to live in like 2 buildings that were like owned by a person. Their rents aren't crazy like this. It's the businesses, build, like a management company that own about 20 buildings. Them bitches is crying about they need a rent hike. The guy or the girl who own one building that her mom or his mom or dad or whoever, grandma might have left to him, or he or she saved up and bought or whatever. Those rents are fucking reasonable. Those rents are reasonable. It's the motherfuckers that own 10 fucking buildings that are complaining that they need a rent hike every fucking 2 years. And it's become ridiculous as somebody who rents in New York. As somebody who lives in New York. Ridiculous. Or they'll up the block from me. There's like this 4 buildings on a corner. They cleared out those buildings. There used to be a lot of low income people over there. They cleared them out to redo the buildings. I don't want to talk about that. But anyway, they cleared it out. They're going to redo the buildings. Cool. And now the apartments are supposed to be about $3,000-$4,000. Who's going to move into that? Who? Not even the white people, because they roommating up. It's not, oh, you and your family. Even they go ahead and charge $3,000-$4,000, pretending like that's reasonable rents. Okay, for a 2-bedroom apartment. Okay, and it's for gentrifiers who can't even afford to rent the whole apartment, who gotta be having 2 or 3 fucking roommates just to rent one apartment. I remember when my mama moved to Georgia back in the day, I had my own fucking apartment. There was no such thing, not really, of you having a fucking roommate because you didn't need one to be able to pay your goddamn rent. You could be a bartender. I remember this girl, she lived in a building that I lived in. She lived right underneath us. She was a fucking singer. She's a fucking singer. I think she like bartended on the side or some shit. And she was able to pay her fucking rent. Now you can't even split an apartment for a reasonable price. Not even have the whole shit to yourself. You can't even have a room for what would be considered reasonable in other circumstances. They were talking about how a lot of us are leaving New York. Not the millionaires, but the people who are struggling. The people who just ain't got it. The people who, I know a million people who go and try to move down south or move here or move there because the rent is just out of fucking control and they just can't do it. Just can't do it. And then you charging me $3 for a fucking train fare, for a train ride? Where I can be attacked by crazy people on the fucking train. Come on now. And if you ain't from New York, that's another thing that Zoran said. All these people got a lot of shit to say, but they don't live here. And I keep saying, maybe y'all people, the Maganites, whatever, who ain't from here, go back where the fuck you came from. Go back to Iowa. Go back to Nebraska. You trying to play this New York City life, and you're the reason our rents have fucking tripled in about 10 in less than 10 years. Fucking tripled. Go back where y'all from. Because most of them, a lot of them, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, they come, they're here for like, they go to school here, maybe, blah, blah, blah. And then they go get married, and then they end up moving back to Nebraska. And all the hikes that y'all have added to our rent, they made the rent so fucking much that even the regular white girls can't live in places like Chelsea, lower Manhattan. That's where they're supposed to be. Now you see a bunch of, and they've been talking about it on YouTube and TikTok, a bunch of kids of millionaires living up out there, when that was where, the Carrie Bradshaw type apartments, that was where the girls who came for college and whatever, those white girls lived. Now they moving into our neighborhoods and forcing our rents to fucking triple. Like I was telling y'all about the building up the block. Those people were paying probably like 15 for a 2-bedroom, probably like 15. Right? They kicked all of them out. And now they about to start charging about 4 stacks for the goddamn rent. 3, 5, 4 stacks for the same fucking apartment. Oh, they did some new paint. They put in a new stove, But now they about to charge like 3.5, 4 for a 2-bedroom apartment. And these, like you said, these white people can't even afford it. These other, they can't even really afford it unless they, they daddies are millionaires. But again, most of them don't have millionaire dads. If we gonna keep it honest, that's why they end up in fucking roommate situation, 2 or 3 at a fucking time. They share the living room. Like they'll get a 2-bedroom apartment. It'll be 3 motherfuckers in there. 1 each bedroom and one in the living room. And y'all talk about Mexicans. Y'all talk about Mexicans. At least the Mexicans are stacked up with their own fucking family members. Just random. You got that bedroom. You got that bedroom. You got the living room. Let me finish up these comments. She said, Mr. Petty did it. You can't tell me he didn't. You can't tell me he didn't. And if anything was delivered, that's probably what she found out. She probably found out something was delivered to somebody's house. He ordered it. I swear to God, in my heart, I know it. In my hearticle, as my daughter would say, my hearticle. That's what she says. In my hearticle, I know it. I know it in my hearticle. And Nicki is just sitting around thinking, but why would he do that? I'm the baddest bitch ever. He wouldn't never do that to me. I'm the baddest bitch ever. It ain't got nothing to do with you being a bad. This is what I be trying to say. It ain't got nothing to do with you being hot. It ain't got nothing to do with you funding his life. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. None of that shit matters. Because when you are a mentally, emotionally stunted in the 50-year-old gangbanger, none of that shit means nothing. Nothing. Of course he did. She's at a tracking device. Someone go around and check on Onika. Poor lady probably got foil on her windows. A tracking device is crazy. Why would they need to track where the fuck you going? Let's say that they're stealing. Let's say they're stealing. Why would they need to track you? Why would they need to track you? The only person who is on house arrest is your man. You're the only person in that relationship who could leave the house. Why would your stylist, assistant, anybody, why would they need to put a tracking device on your phone? Come on now. Come on now. The only person who would want to put a tracking device on your phone is your man or your girl. Number one. Especially if they are on house arrest and can't go nowhere. And he want to know where you going every fucking way. Every time you leave the house, he want to know where you going because he can't come with you. Hello. But and she said her mother called the police to do a wellness check because he wasn't answering the phone. Well, yeah, my mother would do that too, but she won't call the police. She'll call my daughter. She'll be like, "Why your mama not answering the phone?" Jamie said she do hope she tear her up. She said, "I don't believe her. I think she just added that part, making this paranoid schizophrenic diagnosis look extremely plausible." Yeah, it's giving. Her actions gave that. Before Cardi said anything, her actions gave that already. The delusion, the fact that she ain't think about none of this shit. I literally just sat here and came to a conclusion in about 5 fucking minutes. You know? And like I said, we New Yorkers, we up on game, bitch. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it make sense. You know, it's something that's not clicking because you know all the bells ain't up there. Safari might be goofy with a sharp hairline, but he's not a senior citizen gangbang member sign. There you go. She should have stayed with Safari ass. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Or she could have just went to the sperm bank like I suggested. She could have just went to the sperm bank if she wanted a baby. Hey Bree, I see you outside. D'Angelo, for real? Damn. I heard Nicole Keaton passed away too. Y'all. She said she better thank. She ain't gonna thank her. She mad. She mad that she knew about it and she didn't. She mad and she's gonna make she's not. She's gonna make every excuse. She might even try to blame Cardi. She's gonna make every excuse because she needs to not be wrong. You know, when people just need to not be like MAGAs. She's a MAGA. Even though she's not a citizen, which is weird. But anyway, she needs to not be wrong. So, you know how like the maggots are blaming Democrats for like everything? You know, like the Republicans do something, but it's Democrats' fault, you know? Nicki is going to blame Cardi. She's going to try to trace it back to Cardi. She's going to the stylist, talk about Cardi made you do it. The girl going to be like, no, Kenneth made me do it. Oh, no, it was Cardi. That's what's going to happen. She said, well, Cher and Tina Turner were still at it. So are we saying that Nicki Minaj is going to be running around singing about Anaconda at 65 years old? Hating ass bitches at 70, 80. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She said not everybody got them Beyonce. They told her it's time to let all those leotards. Yeah, Beyonce. Listen, Beyonce. Y'all see, I got on the shirt. Just being petty, you know. Beyonce gonna start coming out in gowns to the motherfucker. Watch, gowns to the motherfucker. Beyonce gonna start singing her ballads. in gowns, bitch. Whew. Standing there or just sitting there while a bunch of shit happening behind her at the most. At the most. She said Hakeem is a disappointment from the CL mess. Child, I don't. She said, yes, you are. Because I started with that. I started with that because I wanted to start professional. I agree. They need to stop being so pulled up. Hey, Rainier, how are you? Difference between Nicki and Rihanna, Beyonce and Gaga, etc. Nicki doesn't know how to leverage her brand. She has so many errors to where she could have pivoted into another lane. And yeah, I agree. And she never did. I agree 100%. And she never freaking did. And that's why she's in the situation she's in right now. And she just, again? Time, oh no, that was earlier. And that's why she just, and it maybe it's the schizophrenia and bipolarness, allegedly. You know, something would have to make you not really and truly not comprehend why Mary and Kenny before, when it first started, you know, now she's still delusional, but like at jump, it had to be mental illness. She could save herself. Before I was like, she can't save herself. It's done. It's a wrap. She could save herself. She could. But she would have to completely acknowledge and fall into recovery. Trip into that bitch. Everyone would forgive her. You want the answer? I'm giving you the answer, Nicki. The barbs, y'all can take it back to her. She has to fall into, she can't fight it no more. Blame your marriage to Ken on your mental health issues. Blame your harassment of the other girls on your mental health issues. Go into treatment, hard body, come out, talk about it. Give a Vogue interview on it. Cut out the Barbie bullshit. Grow the fuck up. She could do it. She could survive. But that's what she would have to do. Crisis management here. You're welcome. Crisis management. You're welcome. That's what she would have to do. You bipolar, you schizophrenic. Fall on that sword. Cut everything out. Cry. Go. Bitch, Barbara Walters is dead, child. I'm about to say, go on Barbara Walters and just cry. Acknowledge everything. Your brother, how you were just broken, your childhood. You need to cry out in pain, bitch. Mm-hmm. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Get on some meds. Mm-hmm. And the world will love you again. Not just the barbs, the GP. The world will love you again. We would. I ain't gonna hold you. We would. The world would love you again, but you would have to, you got an excuse. Because before it was done. But you've been dealing with this, and the drugs. Fall on that sword, bitch. Fall on that sword. I know your pride don't want you, but like I said, your mental illness is trying to keep you. I tell anybody who got mental illness this. Your mental illness works 3 times as hard to keep you from fixing it. 3 times as hard to keep you from fixing it, okay? You have to fight against that urge, that shame, that whatever. Fuck that shit. Drop on your fucking sword. Go put yourself in a recovery, bitch. Go to recovery. Go to the best recovery and recover. Get on your meds. Divorce that man. Shame the devils around and not Jay-Z. Apologize to Jay-Z and Beyonce. Even though you never came out and said Beyonce name, be on your Gayle King. is that, yeah, Gayle King. I'm trying to think if it's somebody else. Gayle King. Go on Gayle King, have like a special, right? Like an adult. No Barbie shit. Come on there like Nicki. Okay? You're Nicki. You're Nicki. You're Onika. Onika. Come up there. Dress like a grown-up. Acting like a grown-up. Speak actual sentences that don't rhyme. Take full accountability. Apologize to Cardi. Apologize to these girls that you was going at. Apologize to rap, bitch. Apologize to rap. Blame it on your mental illness. Blame it on your mental illness and the coca. Okay. And what happened to you as a child. Blame it on what happened to you as a child. Start crying. Start crying. Black women need to learn how to start crying on cue. You ain't never too thug for it. Start crying. Be like, my father, my brother. Shame your mama. Yeah, just like that. Throw her ass under the bus. Fuck it. She let you be. Listen, your mama let things happen to you. She gone. My mama alive. My mama ain't never let nothing happen to me. Your mama let some shit like happen to you. Toss her ass under the bus. Daddy dead. Toss him under the bus. Brother and Jeff, toss him under the bus. Cry, apologize to everybody, apologize to Beyonce. Say you were jealous. But again, it's your schizophrenia, it's your bipolarness, Come back like an all new Nicki. Tell the Barbs not to behave like that no more. Matter of fact, tear the Barbs down. Tear down. Tear the Barb organization or whatever. Fuck, tear it down. Stop talking to them. And you can come back. And the world will love you. And you might actually have grown-up fans now. You might actually get back so many people who were looking at you crazy. You'll get it back. Bree, what do you think? You used to be a Barb. I don't know what the Barbs, with the X-Barb. I want to know what the X-Barbs thinks. Please leave Roman alone. Leave that nigga where he was. She said we took a bus one time when we were in New York. We didn't do that again. That's what you got to do. Hold on, let me go to the bottom. That's what you got to do. She got to throw it all away. She got to apologize to Rock Nation. She got to apologize to Desiree. She got to admit that she fucked up that money. But when she's on meds, her mind will be clear. And she'll be able to be an adult. Yeah, she got to disband them. Is it Vegas talking about Roman? Oh, Lord. He's watching and he's taking advantage. She said Nicki stays high. He's watching and taking advantage. She said she know he ain't. Our property taxes are going up, both in the house we live in and my grandmother's house. Both neighborhoods are being gentrified. Yeah, they come to our neighborhoods and they fuck it up, even though they come from the bum fucks of Ohio. She said, I disagree. Us New Yorkers, we don't take advantage of what we have given to us, but let other people come from other states, other countries, and take everything from us. We're just lazy, entitled. I don't think so. Give me an example. Because I know, we don't pay the much rents as like the gentrifiers, which again makes people move to other places or whatever. But let me know let me know exactly what you mean. Give me an example. I need an example. Could have turned it around, but it was going to take so much work. She needs to go into therapy, drug rehab. She needs to go into like one of them real intense emotional places that are very expensive. It's not like she can't afford it. Get help with her habits, with her past, with her mental health illness. Wrap that shit up in a nice bow and present it to us on Gayle King talking about I'm Onika. Onika. Not Onika Petty. Onika Mirage. I'm Onika. Or go by Tanya. Change it up. Say I'm Tanya. Onika's damaged. You're Tanya. Tanya Mirage. Hello. Hi. How are you doing? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cardi. I'm sorry, B. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry I married a pedo. Say it. I say it. I'm sorry. I know why y'all don't want to be around me. Why would you have wanted to be around me? I married a pedo. Why would you want to allow your children around me? Say that shit with your chest. And people will fuck with you again. I'm telling you. Okay, let me go down. Okay, yes. R.I.P. to D'Angelo. R.I.P. to D'Angelo. I keep getting notifications, and I just need to make sure it's not what I think. Who's this? Oh, psych. Oh, y'all, guess what? Guess what's gonna happen? I posted it on Twitter. I mean, well, y'all don't have Twitter, so Bree seen it. Bree shared it. Y'all know how I be complaining about my teeth because they've been spreading the last couple of years. Child, why my mama gonna get my teeth done for my birthday? Shout out Mama Beauty. Shout out Mama Beauty. She going and get our teeth done. I didn't even think. She was telling, and she was like, "Oh, we." I was like, "We." I used to have some beautiful, beautiful teeth. And she was like, "You need to get your teeth back." And she was like, "Especially if you're on camera, you need to get your teeth back." I started crying. So, and it's going to be real soon. Like before the end of the year. It's already damn near over. Before the end of the year, God spare life. Yeah, I'm going to be getting my teeth done. And I'm excited about it. Shout out to Mama Beauties. Right? Apologize to Jen. I mean, she needs to go on an apologize. I have grown. I am on my meds. I am leveled tour. Apologize to everybody. Cry, bitch. Cry. Nobody could say anything because Nicki or Cardi, and nobody gonna say nothing because they're like, "Oh shit, bitch, you gotta go hard. You can't even halfway apologize. You gotta go hard. You gotta just give your life to the Lord." Okay, you don't have to give your life to the Lord, but that's the sort of energy that you gotta repent. And again, blame it on the drugs, blame it on the mental health, blame it on the childhood situation. And everybody will love you again. I promise you. I promise you. Disband the barbs. I promise you. It'll all work out. She don't even need to smoke weed. Nothing. She needs to go to one of them places and be locked in for months. And then therapy 3 times a week to keep her, She said for her to admit that she's been on BS for the past 5 years and accept responsibility for all the drama she has caused would be traumatic, and her God complex would not survive it. You're right. And I don't think she's going to be able to do it. I'm not saying that that's what I expect her to do. And I don't expect her to do it. But my crisis management mind came up with an answer. She won't be able to do it. I can't be the only person that she has a whole team. I bet you they came up with this. She won't. She won't. But that's the only way to get up out of this. That's the only way to get up out of this. To be 1,000% accountable. 1,000%. Fall on your sword, bitch. That's 1,000% accountable. She won't do it. Don't get me wrong. I know that. We all know that. It's sad, it's fucked up. We all know that. She won't be able to do that. She won't be able to do that. And that's the sad part. Honestly, we're more likely, we're talking about Nicki Minaj running around in leotards and shit at like 65. She probably won't be here. No shade. No shade. Just tea. No shade. Because I would like, I don't want anybody to pass before their time, whatever. But she probably won't be here. She's more likely to be found like Whitney Houston than she is to acknowledge her shit and be and grow from that shit and be loved again. Right? It's fucked up, but it's true. And we know it's true. I found that bitch. She was like, what? I said, what? So we're going to Turkey. We're going to Turkey. So I'll probably be posting videos from Turkey and probably in like a month. Probably less than a month. Real shit, probably less than a month. I'm excited, okay? We're going to Turkey. And I'm about to be out here looking like Armand Wiggins. Oh my God. I'm so fucking excited. Y'all about to see me smiling and laughing all over the place, bro. I used to smile a lot. I used to laugh a lot. I don't do it that much now because I feel self-conscious. I used to have beautiful teeth. Amazing teeth. Like, the dimples was dimpling, bitch. Oh, I can't wait. She said, yeah, when I was a kid, everybody used to say I look like I had on braces. My cousins used to say that. Like, we know you never had braces, but your teeth are just fucking straight, perfect. They're still straight. They just, when you missing, they shifted. They're still straight. So I shouldn't have that much, those many issues to fix them. But they were just so straight and perfect. And life was lifing, and now I feel like we're going to fix it, though. We're going to fix it. It's not as bad as it could be. I see people with some real nasty teeth. I go to the dentist a lot. So, but they be gappy. So we're going to put them back together. Put them back together. Ching! So I could be up here. Ching! I bet you I get more donations if I get my teeth fixed. Ching! Oh my God. She needs to cleanse the house of those spirits. That too. But none of that's gonna happen. It's sad. None of that's gonna happen. Like I said, we are more likely in the next 5 years to hear about her being found. And that's fucked up and that's sad. We're more likely to hear that. She won't make it to Papa Bear becomes an adult. She could if she did what I said, what I suggested, but that won't happen. So, yeah, that stubborn shit, it gets you sometimes, a lot of the times. Absolutely. She can't not mean it. She's too, that's why I said she got to go into rehab. She got to go to therapy. It got to click for her. She got to mean that shit. You can't just say it. You got to cry, bitch, for real. She has to, and maybe that's why her and Kenny are cool, because she's still emotionally stunted from when she was a child too. So she's still a child. You know, she has to mentally and emotionally grow up, and it has to hit. Like when she going Gayle King, I mean, it got the hit. We got to be like, well, who that? She got to be a new bitch. Remember, but I always say, fine. I say this all the time. I'm not going to take it away from Nicki, but it's a choice. I just don't think she's going to make the choice. Remember, I always say, you don't have to be the same bitch or the same person. Let me say, because it could be a dude too. You don't have to be the same person you were yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. You can decide and you can put the work in to change. You can be a whole different bitch if that's what you want to be, okay? You could go ahead and, you can go from a tomboy to a bad bitch if you want to. If that's your choice, bitch. Go buy the clothes, go get that weave, go get the teeth done. Go do it out and become who you want to be. You are not stuck at who the world think you are, who even you think you are. You don't have to be. You can be anybody you want to. But you have to believe it. You have to believe it. You have to put in the effort. And I just personally don't think that she will. I don't. But I think that she should. And I think it is possible if she was ever able to get over herself and see. Sometimes you need to and see what the fuck is going on. You know, sometimes you need to step all the fuck the way back. But I don't think she will. Between the mental illness and the alleged mental illness and the drug use, I don't see that happening. That's the sad tragedy of Nicki Minaj. When they do a movie on her life after she passed, it's gonna be so fucking bad. It's gonna be so fucking bad. It could, she could change, and but it's gonna be so fucking bad when they do the docu-series on her after like 5-10 years after she passed. Oh man, it's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be fucked up. Yes, girl, turkey child. Because I was like, let me tell you how it happened. She was talking to me and she was talking about getting her teeth done. I was like, okay. Again, I'm not paying no attention. So I'm like, yeah. But then she was like, she said a price. And I said, Ma, she was talking about damn near $20,000. And I was like, Ma, you could go to it started with Columbia. Because me and my homegirl did look into it. My homegirl got her shit done, right? But I ain't had the money. So, okay, cool. I was like, you could go to Colombia, Mexico. There's places and get it done for about 5, 6. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, what? And, she was like, oh, we could get it done for like 5 or 6. She was like, I said, we. She was like, yeah, let's go get our dreams done. She's like, if it's 5, 6, she's like, we could do that. Have a little mother-daughter time, and I'll still save a bag. She ain't say bag. She was like, I could still save some money. And I was like, and then I started. Turkey is the number one place. And then I found some places. So it'll probably be less than 10 for both of us. And she was just about to drop 20 in fucking Miami, which wouldn't even include, the x-rays, prescription. They do every fucking thing. What we had to do is pay them their money and pay for a flight. So she was like, and sometimes I was worried because I'm like, she ain't gonna want to go to Turkey. She ain't gonna want to go to Turkey. I'm like, I could get her to go to Colombia because she Panamanian. She loves going to Central America every fucking way in Central America and the Caribbean. But like Turkey, she was like, oh no, I heard so much good thing them about Turkey, I was like, did you? Apparently, some of the people at her where she be at her job or whatever. Some of them old lady BBL ladies went to Turkey, so she been hearing about it. We don't need no BBLs in my family. Especially on my mama's side, we don't need no BBLs, okay? But we could take some little tooth action, all right? So she was like, all right. She was like, now. I thought she meant like January, plan. No. She wanted, oh shit. I think I'm gonna get my nails done. She need to get it done before she go back to Panama. But fucking Thanksgiving. So you know what that means? And the gag? I was dead ass when she called me with the shit. I was already looking at somewhere, because y'all know my birthday is the week before Thanksgiving. It's always a couple days before, the most a week before. It's the 20th, right? So fucking scared me. So, Thanksgiving is always the last Monday the last Thursday or whatever. So it's always around that time. So I like to take a trip, right? I didn't take a trip last year because, funding was funny. So I'm looking to take me and my daughter because, she older now. She could come with me. I don't feel like I have, a baby. So I'm like, we could go here or here. We talking about where we might want to go for my birthday. Girl, I'm going to end up in Turkey. Turkey with my mama. And might bring the teenager for, just to say, hey, you want to come to Turkey with us? That's how it's going to go. So I'm excited. I didn't do shit, but let her know that she could do this shit in Colombia. And the next thing we know, we found out I realized Turkey is the number one spot, and they got some real new extra shit now. And I'm just like, oh, I'm about to get my fucking teeth done. I posted that shit right on the my bad. I should have posted that on Threads or something, but I posted that shit right on Twitter because I was so excited. I needed to tell somebody. Somebody need to know. Needed to know, okay? She said, mental illness is too bad taboo in our community. I got help in my early 20s and I still go to therapy. It is, but this is 2025. And you know what? I get it. It's taboo to her. I get it. She's Trini, I get it. Caribbean thing. But like even the old heads, they go into therapy now. I ain't gonna hold you. The old heads, the old heads setting their kids, their grandkids, they opening their eyes now. And I do comprehend, excuse me, I do comprehend it's a taboo, it's whatever, but being schizophrenic and raging online all the time is a bigger taboo. Enough people have loved her, enjoyed her, at some point in the last 20 fucking years, and have been so disappointed with her in the last 5 or 6 fucking years that giving them your mental health and I was broken from childhood because of yada yada and these drugs is a reason for people to say, oh, I knew it had to be something. And for those people to come back and give you another chance. Because those people, you could keep the barbs, but that's only a little segment of, GP. For her to get GP again, for her to be on, like, I mean, apologize to the Grammys. She might get a Grammy. Blame it on the sickness, bitch. Blame it on the schizophrenia on national fucking TV. On national fucking TV. Fuck Gayle King. Go to Oprah. Let's go to Oprah. Let's go old school. Go to Oprah. Have a whole have a 2-part series and let Oprah you, and you cry, and we need to take a break. Remember how it used to be? Let us cry. Let me be home on live. Look at my Gianna's crying. Let us cry. Tell us about your childhood. What the fuck that nigga did. Let us understand. Let us, because that's the only way we'll ever wipe Kenneth Petty from you. You should get divorced him and it won't change nothing. But if she gives us that, oh bitch, we'll wipe her clean. Like the blood of Jesus. She just dunked it clean. Nobody will even say nothing. She'll get a Grammy. She'll be in the pictures with Beyonce. Bitch, they'll be on vacation. I'm telling you, they'll be on vacation. She will be back, bitch. I'm telling you, but I don't see her doing it. But I'm telling you, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. I think she'll, yeah. It's sad, but like, I mean, she'll be back. She'll be back better than ever, bitch. You'll be on. We'll see you at the fucking barbecue, bitch. At the barbecue none of us know about, where Jay-Z and Rihanna come with the kids, you know, and this one comes and Justin Timberlake there. Bitch, you'll be at the barbecues. You'll be at the housewarmings. That's the problem. She didn't invite. Woosah. You'll be back. You'll be getting Christmas gifts again. Your son will be able to have play dates. Yep. I said what I said. She said, see, I thought Oprah, right? Oprah. Not even Gail. Oprah. The world will watch it. The world will have sympathy. The world will be like, oh, we get it. We understand. We forgive you. The world. You'll make everybody cry. You'll make everybody cry. Disband the bars on Oprah. Everything. Be like, I love y'all, but, you know, they weren't helpful to my mental stability. I was wrong so many times. And they just kept supporting me. And it was just, my mind was gone. Give us that low voice, that Michael Jackson low voice. My mind was gone. I believed I was right. I knew in my mind, I just knew I was right, but I wasn't. And it just all just coming to me like that. I'm so sorry to everybody. Oh my God. Let Oprah hug you. Bitch, do it in a garden. In a garden. Let Oprah come and hug you. Yep. That's how you do it. All right, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. Like I said, I got a couple other things to do, but I appreciate y'all for coming. I think she could if she wanted to. We'll see what happens. I doubt it though. But nonetheless, I appreciate y'all, and I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it.